Welcome to the second episode of Reality Bites, a podcast where we dig into the raw, unfiltered truths of what it really takes to run a franchise business. I'm your host, Kat Hargraves. Today, I'm joined by Craig from Sealer Fridge. So welcome, Craig.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Wonderful. So, Craig, tell me, had you dipped your toes into running a business before Sealer Fridge?
Yes, I'm a butcher by trade, and I'm a son of a butcher, and I always wanted to be a man in a van driving around. Finished up, I did have my own butcher shop for 3 years and was working a lot of hours and sitting on the couch on a Sunday falling asleep. And that was my week, 6 days in the shop and do a little bit of bookwork Sunday morning and crash in the afternoon. I thought, this is no good. We looked at a lot of different franchises for a long time, actually. And when I came across this franchise, it was, hey, I think I can do this, and I think I'm going to enjoy doing this as well. I knew straight away I had to go out actually to be in the van and see what a daily workload would be and to see what's involved. And yeah, I sort of grasped it and got it straight away. I thought, yep, this is something I can do.
Fantastic. And I guess you had some upfront training as well. So did you shadow somebody for a while?
Yes, I was very fortunate. The guy that I finished up buying the business off, him and I become really good mates. And he had nothing to go to after the business. He was in retail. He was also like a franchisee. He ran a business called Leading Edge Music and videos, and he ran that for a long time and always thought he'd give that a go, but he wasn't suited to this type of business. But having said that, he got back into retail and brought a franchise called Wild Cards and Gifts and got in that and was in that for quite a while. And but until Martin found something, actually I grasped the business pretty well and saw that there's potential. I was very lucky to have Martin with me for about 6 months.
Fantastic.
When I first purchased the business, and we trained each other, and I got to see a good overview of the business. And two heads are better than one. I had Martin with me 3 days a week for about 6 months, and it was great, really good, until Martin found this Wild Card and Gifts franchise business to go into.
Fantastic. And so can you paint us a picture of what it looks like for you as a franchise operator on a day-to-day basis? So what does your morning look like before you're on the tools, and then how does the day run for you?
Absolutely, yes. Well, usually it all depends on where your first job is. You're a man in a van driving around to all sorts of businesses, homes. First of all, I usually make sure my van's loaded up with stock, so I've got enough stock for the day. And then, I could have, all depends on my jobs and workload. If I had a commercial business, I could be there half the day or a good part of the day. If I had 4 or 5 domestics, from driving from A to B, could take me 5 or 6 hours to do, allowing time for travel and allowing time at the job when I'm on the job.
Yeah, sure. So it can be pretty hectic days.
Yes, it can. Some days can blow out. Some days can be, can run like a dream, which is part of business.
And how does the flexibility of being your own boss stack up against what you expected?
Oh, it's perfect, actually. There's no clock card. I don't have to worry about if I'm 5 minutes late for my first job, which is not good, but it's okay. People will forgive you. But usually if I am running late, I usually give that courtesy call and say, hey, look, it's Craig here. I'm running a little bit late. I'm going to be there about half an hour. And the customers really appreciate that heads up phone call.
Yes.
But yeah, generally people are pretty good, but I like to just stay in touch with jobs and time schedules.
Yeah, perfect. And what would you say the best part is about being a franchisee?
Well, it gives you a lot of freedom. This particular job gives me a lot of freedom. If I don't have to start the first job till 9 in the morning, that's okay. It also gives me flexibility. I can work a Saturday if I need to. If I've got a Monday or a day during the week, which I need to have off for any particular reason. it gives me flexibility with holidays. I usually close between Christmas Eve and New Year's Day, so
Fantastic.
which is really good.
Yeah.
Quieter times of the year, yes, I'll try and allow for a week or two holiday,
Mhm.
and I usually give the phones to my children,
Yep.
and they take the calls, and the customers are usually pretty cool. That's
Mm.
which is really good. Some people want you ASAP, but generally, it's usually a 2 or 3 to 5 day turnaround with getting to a job and getting to a customer. Sometimes they can be lucky; they can ring up on the day. Guess what? Craig's in the area that day. Like, I can do that job and squeeze that job in
Mhm.
for you.
Mhm. And it's great that you can get family help as well.
Yes, well, my beautiful wife, she takes the calls for me
Mhm.
whilst I'm sort of hands on with the job.
Mhm.
Um, and she'll take the calls. And my wife's pretty bossy. She tells me where to go every day.
Fantastic. Sounds like she's doing a good job.
She's doing a
And
great job.
so you're the man with the van. Is there anybody else that you're working with or training, or you're the guy?
I'm the guy.
You're the guy.
Yeah, I could do with a bit of a hand at the moment. I could do with a guy 2 or 3 days with me part time.
Yep.
It's been good. Because quite often when you go to a job, um, you find out other work, and then your day does blow out. And
Mhm.
you always sort of say, "Do you have any other fridges or freezers or cool rooms to look at?" And generally, if there's a couple more, well, there's another hour or two onto your day. So
Mhm.
sometimes the days can be pretty heavy.
Yeah, sure, understandably. And so, with how you run your business, is there something that you rely on, like a piece of tech or software or an app that you use that you just couldn't run the business without?
Yeah, the 1 3 number is
Hmm.
is fantastic. 131479 number.
Hmm.
It's really good. Just having Michelle actually manning the phone
Hmm.
is a real plus, because just to take that call, usually, or Michelle will get back to that call if she's out and about, and get back to that customer quickly and promptly
Hmm.
is very vital. But I also work the business in different ways. I'm a self starter,
Hmm.
so if I don't get out of bed, I don't get paid.
Hmm.
So I rely too on a little bit of cold call canvassing,
Hmm.
which I like to walk into a business with my professional black folder
Hmm.
and and black pen,
Yep.
and give the customer a commercial flyer, um, a magnet, and let the customer know that the product and the service we provide, and offer a complimentary walkthrough.
Yeah, okay, fantastic. And how else do you find customers? Are you doing some online marketing or social media?
Yeah, social media is pretty good. Head
Hmm.
office is great, with Anya and the team
Hmm.
behind the scenes, helping us get commercial big clients. They're really great. The van itself and the sign writing on the van is absolutely fantastic. It's so simple.
Hmm.
Um, a lot of customers notice the van and will call that number.
Hmm.
It's very, very helpful. The van is just great signage in itself.
Yeah, wonderful. And has there been any sort of, I guess, costs or expenses that took you by surprise along the way?
Not really, no.
Hmm.
A lot of the materials, it's a very simple franchise to run, actually.
Yep.
A lot of your bits and pieces you can buy them at Bunnings, like screws and washers and
Hmm.
various bits and pieces. The seal product itself is absolutely phenomenal. It's just A grade material.
Yep.
Um, I've been in the business 18 years.
Mm.
Love what I do. Um, and also the business involves a franchise territory.
Hmm.
So that's your territory. No
Hmm.
one can encroach your territory. Like, another franchisee cannot go into your territory
Hmm.
and do fridge seals and replace fridge seals. That's just the golden rule. And but sometimes the territory that I run is country Victoria.
Hmm.
It involves 2 or 3 nights where I'm away in a motel.
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
just because my base is Bendigo,
Sure.
it's basically because I don't want to go back home each night. It just makes sense to do a run,
Yep.
make a run, make a run happen
Mhm.
every time we're going out.
Makes perfect sense. I guess running a business can probably take a toll when it gets busy like that. What's your way of managing stress and burnout?
Yeah, I think that the tiring part with me is after all these years is the driving.
Mhm.
It's the job can have its moments where it can be tricky, and getting a fridge door to close can be tricky at times.
Mhm.
And I guess too, like when I'm home, it's cut off time too. You've got to just switch off,
Yes.
and just by me going to the gym or going for a spa and a sauna, or just getting out to my social interests. I love the football, so
Yep.
I've been to 8 or 10 games of the footy this year,
Mhm.
and that's been really good. I go down with my son, and it's a great outlet.
Great.
And
Which type of footy?
I follow Collingwood in the AFL. We're going
Yep.
all right this year.
Yep.
We're top four, so
Fantastic.
we have a good finals chance of winning the grand final this year.
Fingers crossed for you.
We'll, we'll see how we go. Yeah, thanks.
And so
Uh,
have you got any I don't know, what's your funniest, quirkiest customer story? Have you ever come across anything quite bizarre or unique?
yeah, I have actually, because some homes I go into and businesses, yeah, some of the it's very eye opener. I remember going to this house and we had a fridge in the laundry. Well, I had to climb over about a meter high of clothes and stuff that was just to even get to the fridge.
Yep.
And what I did in that case was actually I took the fridge door out and done the fridge door in the back of the van, which I don't normally do. And rather than it was just very hard to get into that job, get to the fridge. So that was that was quite funny.
Oh my gosh, it sounds like my house. Utter chaos.
Oh, I think it was a hoarder's home.
Right, okay. Not my
Uh,
house.
but yeah, some of the jobs too can
Yeah.
be a bit gross.
Mhm.
So I'm quite fussy that I like to clean up behind all the doors and under the doors
Mhm.
and give it a real good scrub with hot soapy water, and then it's just a really nice result when you've got the brand new seal on a new fridge
Mhm.
on a fridge door that's looks really crappy, and then the before and after gives me a lot of work satisfaction to
That's
see the
wonderful.
to see the end result. Yes.
Yeah, brilliant. And do you have any kind of small personal rituals that keep you going through the day?
Well, I do. I do like podcasts,
Yep.
and I do like my music when I'm driving around.
Mhm.
Yeah, rituals for me is yeah, you measure twice, cut once.
Mhm.
I've made mistakes where I've had to cut the seal because I've measured wrong.
Mhm.
That's very frustrating.
Yep.
But yeah, my rituals are I just double check my work all the time and
Mhm.
make sure that when I leave the job, everything's 100% as satisfactory.
Yeah, perfect. And are there any little wins that kind of keep you going? So in the hard times, that remind you why you love doing this.
Well, the people you meet, and a lot of the country people, the salt of the earth people. Last week I come home with a bag of mandarins. The customer said, "Oh, would you like some mandarins?" Yes, love some,
That's
and
lovely.
gave them to my family. But I've come home with eggs. I've come home with
Yeah.
homemade jams. Um,
Wow.
I've been told by customers to sit down and have a cup of tea with them and a
Yeah.
biscuit.
That's
Um,
nice.
yeah, your people you meet, it's lovely. There's some really good people out. I've come home with a salami. This this Italian family, uh, yeah, just it was salami season. They've got all their salamis hanging up in there, and they gave me one. I said, "Yes, I'll have that in a month's time." And um,
That's
yes,
lovely, isn't it?
really nice people out there. Yeah,
Yeah.
that
Well,
make
you're a nice person. So obviously they feel, you're a good guy. You're in there helping them.
yes. Well, the rewards is I'm very passionate with what
Yeah.
I do because I feel that a sealed fridge runs better. It makes it energy efficient.
Hmm.
Um, the customer, I always explain, great news, you're saving on landfill because there's nothing wrong with your fridge. It just needs a new seal.
Yeah.
And the customer really appreciates those feedbacks. And as soon as you get that new seal on it, too, the temperature runs better. The fridge runs how it should.
Hmm.
It runs properly.
Yep.
It doesn't run hard. So it's a win-win. Like your seal protects it's like love and marriage. The
Mhm.
seal protects the fridge
Mhm.
and the fridge protects the seal. When the two are working hand in hand together, it's just a win-win.
Mhm.
And the food that's in your fridge is perishable
Mhm.
and it lasts longer.
Mm.
So yeah, it's really good. And
Interesting.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I think it's good, if people see that you're honest as well, because how many people would come in and say, nope, you need a whole new fridge.
Well, quite often too in my job, because word of mouth's your best form of advertising as well. So
Mhm.
I might go to a job and I might say to the customer, "Well, good news, Kat. There's nothing wrong with your fridge.
Mhm.
The door has dropped, and the reason why it's icing up here is because I'll take the door off and realign it for you.
Mhm.
You'll save some money today. There's nothing wrong with your seal.
Mhm.
I'll just take the door off and realign it for you."
No, that's
And
good.
the customers really appreciate that because a lot of people would be none the wiser. They wouldn't know.
Yeah.
And I just think that honesty is a very good policy
Yes.
and people really appreciate that. And I always ask the customer, do
Mhm.
you have any other fridges or freezers in your house to look at while I'm here
Yep.
or in your business?
Mhm.
And oh yes, I've got one on the patio outside. Oh, I've got a chest freezer in the garage.
Mhm.
All right, while I'm here, would you like me to have a look for you?
Yep.
And the customer usually, yes, why not?
Yeah.
And okay, well, you do need a seal on that. I'll
Mhm.
show you why, because I'm a visual person.
Mhm.
So I'm looking for a seal that needs to be replaced. The key factors I'm looking for, there's any rips, tears, cracks, mold, or discoloration on the seal.
Mhm.
And if there is, I will replace that seal straight away.
Fabulous. And how long do the seals last?
Good question. A seal can last you 3 years, 5 years,
Mhm.
25 years.
Wow.
Generally, in cafes, the turnaround with a seal is generally around 3 years.
Mhm.
Little under counters and things like that, and bar fridges in under coffee machines usually last about 12 months to 2 years.
Mhm.
KFCs and the big busy McDonald's and a lot of Subways,
Mhm.
their seal rotations can be every 6 months to 12 months.
Wow. Yeah, gotcha. Okay. And what's the sort of mix of commercial clients versus residential clients? Do you do more of one?
Okay, good question. Yes. When I first started the business 18 years ago,
Mhm.
it was usually 70-30 in the favour of domestic fridges.
Mhm.
Now these days it's sort of turned around and it's 70-30 in the favour of commercial
Mhm.
businesses as opposed to domestic customers.
Sure.
Now that turnover too is increasing now as far as the domestic side of things.
Yep.
People are being more aware. It's just education
Mhm.
that sometimes people will see a busted seal and they'll say it's time to get a new fridge.
Mhm.
No, it's just time to put a new seal on the old fridge.
Mhm.
There's
Mhm.
nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with your fridge. It just needs a new seal,
Yep.
and that's education.
Yeah, absolutely. And what about with the commercial customers? I mean, do you set up a contract where you'll go and see them yearly or 6 monthly, or how does
Usually
that work?
6 to 6. That's a good question. 6 months to 12 months is usually I'll call in and just make sure, give them a free
Yeah.
yearly checkup,
Hmm.
and usually there might be one or two, or usually it might be okay.
Hmm.
And it's good. Customers get that trust with you,
Hmm.
and they'll say to you, "Oh yes, please come and check our seals every 12 months. We would really appreciate that."
Yep, that's great. A good repeat business model.
Absolutely.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
And
Okay.
our company too, like the actual product of the seal is as I said before,
Yeah,
it's you couldn't get a better product.
that's wonderful. And so tell me, if you had to capture life as a franchisee in one word, I'm challenging you now, what would it be?
Well, it could be a couple of words:
Yep.
rewarding,
Yeah.
challenging,
Hmm.
rewarding. Um, I love what I do, so
Yep.
yeah, challenging and rewarding.
Sounds like you wouldn't have it any other way.
No, I love what I do.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah,
It's really good. It's lovely to see. And
yeah.
what's in the next 6, 12 months for you? What have you got planned?
Well, I'm sort of 62.
Hmm.
I'll just see what I'm doing as far as retirement. I'll keep doing it as long as I enjoy doing it. I've got my health, and
Hmm.
the old saying is, if you've got your health, you've got your wealth.
Yep.
Well, I have got my health. Just
Great.
getting a bit tired of the travel, but
Hmm.
I love the job in itself. So
Yeah.
um, just happy doing what I'm doing.
Well, it's really wonderful. Well, Craig, we're going to wrap up. It's been so lovely to talk to you. Thank you for sharing everything with me.
Thank you.
So that is a wrap on today's episode of Reality Bites. Huge thank you to you for opening up, giving us a real world look. It's really interesting to find out, how the day-to-day runs, because it is so different for all the different people that we speak to. But if anybody is listening and wondering what franchise ownership is really like, stick with us. We'll keep things fresh. There's a lot more unfiltered stories and real people coming your way. But until next time, I'm Kat. This is Reality Bites, and thank you so much again, Craig.
Thank you, Kat. Good job.
Okay.